when reflexes fail and faces take the fall. These volleyball headshots are brutal, hilarious, and 100% real. Morteza Sharifi. In a brutal flash of power during the 2024 Volleyball Nations League, France's Stéphane Boyer delivered a spike that was less attack and more projectile. Positioned near the net, Boyer launched a thunderous hit that slammed directly into Iranian player Morteza Sharifi's head. The ball struck with such force that Morteza was knocked flat onto his back, arms flailing as he hit the floor. A moment that stunned the crowd and sent shockwaves through the court. This wasn't just a headshot, it was a full-body takedown. The impact was so intense, play paused briefly as teammates checked on Morteza. But like a true warrior, he got back up and continued the match, showing the kind of grit that volleyball demands at the highest level. The clip instantly became one of the most replayed moments of the tournament, capturing the raw velocity of Boyer's offense and the unforgiving nature of elite-level play. Nikola Jovović. This one defied physics. In the second set of the Italy vs Serbia showdown at the 2024 Volleyball Nations League, Ivan Zaitsev, Italy's cannon-armed opposite, unleashed a spike that didn't just hit hard, it hit strategically wrong. The ball slammed into Serbian setter Nikola Jovovic's face with such force and angle that it ricocheted cleanly off his head and sailed back over the net as a legal pass. No one saw it coming. Italy barely had time to react as the ball floated back into their court, technically still in play. Yamamoto. Deadlocked at 22-all in the second set, the tension between Japan and Slovenia was razor sharp. That's when Tomasz Stern stepped up and detonated a spike clocked at 133 km an hour, a ballistic blast that didn't just clear the block, it zeroed in on Japan's libero Tomohiro Yamamoto like a guided missile. Yamamoto was in position, eyes locked, platform ready, but the ball didn't care. It smashed straight into his face with a sickening thud. The sound of impact was louder than the crowd. Yamamoto's head snapped back and the ball ricocheted off like it had hit concrete. Play stopped instantly. No slow motion dramatics, just a brutal, real-time collision between velocity and vulnerability. The scoreboard froze, the arena held its breath, and the replay became an instant classic. This wasn't just a headshot, it was a moment that defined the raw, unforgiving edge of high-stakes volleyball. Majstorović. It happened in a flash. Russia's towering middle blocker Dmitry Muserskiy rose above the net and hammered a spike that turned into a direct hit. Serbia's libero Nikola Majstorović took the full brunt of it right to the face. No time to react, no chance to dodge. The ball ricocheted off Majstorovic's head and skidded out of bounds as he dropped to the floor stunned. The crowd's reaction was instant. Gasps, hands over mouths, and a replay that looped like a glitch in the Matrix. It wasn't just the speed of the ball, it was the sheer precision of Muserskiy's strike that made this moment unforgettable. A clean, brutal headshot that froze the scoreboard and etched itself into the chaos vault of volleyball's wildest plays. Yuji Nishida. In a dramatic third set of the 2024 Volleyball Nations League encounter between Japan and Italy, Italian middle blocker Gianluca Galassi released a vicious spike that was immediate grist for highlight reels. Off the net, Galassi launched a missile directly into the face of Japan's best opposite, Yuji Nishida, who was playing deep in the back row. The ball hit Nishida square on the head and he stumbled backward before he fell for a brief moment to the court. But Nishida's answer was raw determination. He came back virtually at once, fluffed out the shock of the blow, and resumed the play where he had left off with his customary ferocity. The crowd gasped in amazement, not just at the violence of the blow, but at Nishida's toughness. This was no headshot, it was a photograph of the merciless tempo of first-class volleyball and of the unyielding will of one of Japan's toughest players. It's the kind of clip that gets shown again and again, memed and embedded in volleyball culture. Fornal. During the 2024 Volleyball Nations League quarter-final clash between Poland and Brazil, the atmosphere shifted dramatically in the third set. With Brazil leading 7-5, Yuan de Leal launched a high-speed spike from the left wing that struck Tomasz Fornal directly in the head. The impact was immediate and jarring. Fornal dropped to the floor and remained down for several minutes. The arena fell silent as the replay looped on the big screen, capturing the sheer velocity and precision of the hits. Fornal's reaction wasn't theatrical, it was involuntary. The ball ricocheted off his head and out of bounds, halting play and drawing visible concern from both sides of the net. This clip quickly circulated online, not for drama or celebration, but for its sheer intensity and a stark reminder of how unforgiving a misread can be in elite volleyball. Yuki Ishikawa. At the very start of Japan vs Canada in the 2024 Volleyball Nations League, Artur Schwarz produced a shoulder-length cross-court spike that was head-turning. Literally, the ball hit Japanese captain Yuki Ishikawa right between the eyes on the forehead when he was preparing to receive. The force and speed of the hit left no reaction time, and the impact was so clean it stunned both spectators and commentators alike. But Ishikawa never lost his footing or blinked. He wiped it off and went about his business, teaching the world how to play under pressure. This clip instantly became a classic for all the right and crazy reasons, earning its place in the annals of volleyball's greatest headshots in movie history. It highlighted Schwartz's destructive attacking ability and Ishikawa's grit. No reported injury, the Japanese legend weathered the remainder of the match, scoring a team-leading 26 points. Brutal play, immortal reaction, unbridled volleyball chaos. Jani Kovačič. That was unexpected. Japan's exuberant counterpart, Yuji Nishida, unleashed a spike that not only cleared the block, it chased after Slovenia libero Jani Kovačič like a missile with a heat-seeking system. Holding out for a dig, Kovačič had his position set, but Nishida's ball had other things in mind. It hit squarely into his face with a thud that resonated across the court. No grand dive, no slow-motion crawl to the ground, just a stunned moment frozen in time when the ball ricocheted off his head and the game stalled in a crashing crescendo. The crowd gasped in collective shock, the replay rolled on, and the clip was forever locked in immortality. It wasn't just a headshot, it was a straight-on shot from one of the fastest arms in the game, caught in plain-spoken clarity and bound for highlight reels across the country. Grebennikov Genia. This one looked like something out of a slow-mo action reel. With the score tied early in the set, Brazil's João Rafael Hoki launched a diagonal spike that didn't just connect, it collided. France's libero Grebennikov stepped in for the dig, but the ball struck him flush in the face and sent him skidding across the floor like a stone skipping water. No bounce, no block, just a full body slide that left the crowd stunned and the replay crew scrambling to capture every angle. The ball ricocheted off Diaz's head and veered out of bounds, freezing play and turning the moment into instant volleyball folklore. It wasn't just a hit, it was a wipeout, caught in crystal clear clarity and destined for every "Did you see that?" compilation out there.